Y'all ain't finished. Y'all ain't finished. Make you come ready to go this next week.
How about those?
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar podcast, presented by Chiefs Blitz and sponsored by Eric Haynes with the Eric Haynes Group. If you're looking for a real estate expert, call Eric Haynes today at 816-729-3785. That's 816-729-3785. Now, here is your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense Todd.
That's right, gang. We are back and better than our last show, we hope. We're going to be down a guest host today. As you can see, that's me yelling at you right now and not Nick Athan. But we got a special replacement for him today. But joining me as always, here we go, our chief play caller, Mr. Hense Todd. Hensley, what do we got in store today?
We got a lot that's coming up. We're gonna be talking about DJ Humphries. And we got Chiefs Who. Then we're gonna be talking about this upcoming, Chargers game, and we got a special guest today. So
yes, we do. We are zooming into Week 14. We got the Chargers and Sunday Night Football, huge divisional matchup, and so let's get right into it. Let's hit our sponsors first, and we'll go from there. Here we are. If you are looking to buy, rent, sell, whatever you're doing in the Kansas City area or outside, this is your guy, Mr. Eric Haynes of the Eric Haynes Group. You can see that delicious mug he's just showing there. It's a sight to be seen. So, but Eric's really good at his job, and obviously, you've heard ad nauseum how he's helped Nick and Hense find their houses of choice. So give Eric Haynes a call at 816-729-3785. Or, of course, you can email him at eSells. Nick does this all the time. I don't have the teleprompter. eSellsKC@gmail.com. And, of course, he is, Hense,
the proud sponsor of Chiefs Who.
That's right. Our next sponsor is the lovely and talented Miss Emily Athan. According to Nick, it is open enrollment for your health insurance needs. If you're just looking to change your plan, need advice on a plan, again, open enrollment till December 15th. Emily is your person in the healthcare field. Or health insurance field, I should say. So if you want to, go ahead and give Emily a call. She'll give you a quote, 913-215-9086. And, of course, as always,
Emily.
Jump in anytime, Coach. Come on now. Here we go. And our third sponsor are the guys at
in great condition. We carry top brands like iPhones and Samsung. Sell us your old phone and we'll offer you cash on the spot. Resell Electronics in Independence.
That's right. Our newest sponsor, Resell Electronics. Not that, I guess, versed on their locale, other than the fact that you see right there, they're on Nolan Road. Nick always mentions Highway 40 or 40 Highway. I don't know how y'all say it in Missouri. But these guys have an outstanding collection of whatever you need, cell phones, tablets, laptops. You can see the lineup right there. So stop into the store, tell them that the guys at Chiefs Blitz or Bowtie Sports sent you, and you'll get 10% off. So, right there, www.resellelectronics.com. That's resell with a C.
Resell Electronics.
There you go. That's right. We are ad-libbing now here on Four Guys in a Bar. Joined by us now is the coach, Andre Tillman, our in-house, what do we want to call him? Doubting Thomas, devil's advocate, or just all-around hater. But let's go, Coach. How you doing, man?
You know what? I'm a man of many names.
Yes, you are.
I try to keep it A1.
I call it a man of many hats. Man, a mini hat.
That too.
Nick is feeling a little under the weather today, so he's looking a little green around the gills there. But as you can see, replacing Nick Athan today will be the baby Grinch. So yeah,
he might be mad. He might be mad at Chiefs left tackle.
Nick may not come back.
It might be the left tackle you mad at. I don't know. It might be the left tackle.
He said, "Look at that whack job. If you not see that movie, the Grinch. Hey, the Grinch is one of the, no disrespect to the Grinch as he's that show and the guest, today, but it's one of the best. I say my favorite Christmas movie. Going to the holidays. I know some people have Home Alone. Yeah, the Grinch with Jim Carrey.
Mine's the Santa Claus, Home Alone. The Santa Claus to me, all three Santa Claus is my favorite. It's me and my youngest son, man. We was watching Santa Claus the other day, man. It's his favorite show. We watched a three-peat of it, like 1, 2, and 3. So, good, man.
Is that the one with Tim the Tool Man?
Tim Allen, yeah. Yep.
Tim Allen.
Yep. Tim Allen. It's my favorite, man.
There's so many of them. The Grinch has a special place for me because, growing up pre cable and streaming and all that stuff, there was only a few Christmas movies that you would see on the 3 channels that you had, and it was the animated Grinch or Rudolph, Santa Claus is coming to town. So the animated Grinch is the one for me.
The noise.
That's right.
But how you know what Christmas is about, man? Watching like going back to the cartoon, man. That man stole all their gifts, and they were just singing, lollygagging around this big ass tree. I'm like, see, that's the art. That's the soul of Christmas. It ain't about the gifts.
The true
it's about the coming
spirit
together.
The Who's have it right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think Jim Carrey. I hope they do a part 2 to this. The Jim Carrey Grinch. I know this Mango's favorite holiday. I know he's counting down right now, counting down the days until Christmas, and that's what we're gonna be doing on the show as well. Counting down the days.
He's too busy with all those Sonic movies.
And we got a big show coming up on Christmas Day because the Chiefs play on Christmas on Netflix. I hope it don't turn into like the Paul and Mike Tyson fight. The streaming was so bad and nobody can actually watch it.
I think that experience crawled so the NFL can run on Netflix. I think that was a big learning experience for them to just anticipate a much larger audience than they can even anticipate with the NFL. They should probably anticipate at least 50 million homes or more, right? So hopefully they've got that worked out, and all the network connections or whatever the hell they have to have as much bandwidth as possible that everybody's going to be watching. Even if they just get Netflix for that day or for that week, they're going to get Netflix to watch those 2 football games.
Yeah,
Netflix picking up steam though. Even though the Tyson fight was some major from what I've heard, like people that's supporting Netflix, it was some they tried and it was a big success, but it was just as far as the streams going, you know what I'm saying? So the stream was a big issue.
They didn't anticipate. I think at the peak it was close to 60 million. And now again, that's worldwide, right?
Yeah.
It's not just in the United States. So
they didn't expect for it to be that big, like people would really be streaming like that for real, especially for the Jake Paul and Tyson. They wasn't expecting for it to be that big,
a game has kind of a specific start and end time. With those fights, you really don't know how long each fight is going to last, how much they're going to stretch in between. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I think with an NFL game, you got about 3.5 hours. You got to be like
definitely
balls nuts on. No screwing around.
Hey, man,
gotta be perfect.
Nah, it was interesting though, because when I watched it again, when I watched it, it was good until all the way to the damn Tyson fight. You know what I'm saying? And my guy over here, Mr. Bowl over here. Well, I'm pointing to the Grinch. Y'all know what I'm pointing at. Y'all know I'm pointing at this guy. He was on the edge, Dre. Miles is hot wired in. I'm hot wired. I'm super duper. I'm hot wired in. I'm great. And then
he's got drones. He's got TMZ.
Them drones didn't make it. Drones didn't make it.
He sees the plays before they even happen.
He didn't see that shit.
We're getting text 2 downs early. I mean, like what?
Listen, we should have seen it. Lou should have seen it. We was excited. He was eating pizza. He's eating with the family. Had a nice little dinner. It was you should plug in. Next thing you know, it should go black. I said, "Yep, it got your ass too, didn't it?" He was like, "No, man, hold on."
All right, let's get to some football, guys. Let's go. Let's go. The Grinch can't wait. He's sitting in class very quietly.
Damn the Grinch. That's on the Grinch. That is on him.
It's a lot of football that's the Chiefs have left. They got a lot that's riding on with them that's coming up this Sunday with the Chargers, and they can wrap up the division with this win and everything else. But before we get into that, I don't foresee Kareem in here because we do have Chiefs who before we get into the big topics. So
yeah, I mean you're calling the plays, Hense. Let's go. Don't be Matt Nagy now.
Oh,
right?
I was about to say it. Lou. I was about to say it, Lou. I'm about to say, come on, Nagy. Come on.
I've been waiting 11 minutes to use that one.
So you ready for Chiefs too? Let's
go, gang. You know what time it is. Maestro, please bring me the music. Here we go, gang. It's Chiefs. Who is that, Chief? All right, so I'm going to read a series of concocted clues. We have a contest going on here. Nick displayed the prize last week, and it's glorious. Everybody that's a Chiefs fan should want this. The scoreboard reads Kareem 3, Ken St. Clair 2. As he mentioned, we have not seen Kareem in the chat for a while, kind of standing on his laurels, standing on business, if you would. But Ken, we still have like 4 or 5 weeks to go with this. We'll see what happens if we go through the playoffs. We'll probably just do regular season. So we got today, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 5. So somebody does have an opportunity to overtake Kareem. Okay. So get your thinking caps on. We're on the honor system. Don't want to be using Google or some sort of AI model to break these clues down. So, all right, without further ado, here we go. Clue number 1. This Chief was a Senior Bowl invitee. So, in other words, he was invited to the Senior Bowl.
Kingsley.
Following the Senior Bowl, he had what was called a poor combine. Didn't perform very well. Clue number 3. This Chief shares 2 important areas or football related or personal traits with a Chiefs legend. So he shares 2 qualities with a Chiefs legend. All right, nothing yet in the chat. Hey, come on, gang, let's go. Can you hear me in the back? Is this thing on? All right. Clue number 4. The Chiefs traded up in the draft to get him.
All right, is it on the game? All right.
Hold on. That was
Hold on.
All right. Final clue. This Chief had his first interception against a division rival. So a big clue there. We know what side of the ball he's on. All right, so let's go through him real quick. He was a Senior Bowl invitee after his college eligibility was up. Had a very poor combine, might have affected his draft status. Shares 2 important qualities with a Chiefs legend. Chiefs traded up in the draft to get this guy.
What's the name? Said Jay Watt.
And then finally, first interception came against a division rival. Okay,
Paul says Connor.
So far, we've got Jalen Watson. We've got Shamari Connor. We've got Brian Cook. We've got Connor again. It's none of those guys. So we're going to get the countdown here. Going once. Going twice. Going thrice. I think that's it. Now, does our panel have any guesses? Hence, we'll give you one guess.
He's on defense. He was valued to the combine. The Chiefs traded up to get him.
Yep.
And he had a pick.
His first interception was against a division rival.
Something my heart is telling me Nick Bolton.
All right. How about you, Coach?
I'm over here. I'm thinking defense. Chiefs traded up to get him. First pick against a division opponent, right?
Yeah.
Number 98. I keep on forgetting his name.
You got one guess, man.
I might got it. Let me take it. Number 98.
So Coach takes the bait because he didn't come up with one on his own.
Somebody
else said teacups, which was a good guess. But, ladies and gentlemen, this week's Chiefs Who is none other than nose tackle Derek Noddy. That's right. Derek Noddy, number 91. He obviously, he and Tamba share the number, and also they're of African descent. The Chiefs traded up in the draft with the Ravens, actually, traded 86 and 122 for number 75. And then his first interception was on Monday Night Football versus these same LA Chargers. Might have been San Diego then. No, it was LA against Phillip Rivers. So there you have it. The nose tackle get an interception against Phillip. Let's go, gang. That was once again Chief Who, and the scoreboard remains the same. Kareem 3, Ken St. Clair 2. Everybody else just watching. Well, Nick got one, but come on, Nick.
I swear, this is like all Madden when it comes to this.
So Chief Who, as always, brought to you by Eric Haynes and the Eric Haynes Group.
Hey,
thanks for playing, everybody.
Thanks for playing. I think I was on the right track, and I was like,
it was Nick Bolton was your track.
Yeah,
right.
Nick Bolton. So
for a guy that glazes the heck out of the Chiefs, Bo, you shouldn't be able to pick this up like ASAP, man. What happened?
Hey, I almost had it, man. Almost had it, but let's get right into the main segment of the day. We have DJ Humphries, returning. A lot of people saying they seen some stuff in practice that the kid is out here. I put it in the chat that
he's a stone wall. He's not allowing a lot of pressure.
Come on, man.
Hey, they said Mahomes not getting pressured. They said Mahomes not getting pressured.
Hasn't had a live snap. Not even just in a game. Not even in a game, but in practice, right? So maybe he got his first, and they're not going full speed, but yeah, I mean, it was great for somebody to put that out there.
Lou.
That he's showing. Oh, he's Willie Rowe.
Keep it 100, Lou.
Come on, man. You're talking about
Lou said they're not full strength.
A first ballot gold jacket guy against a guy that's been cut and hasn't played in a year, but he hasn't played yet, so everybody just builds them up. He's got a different name. He comes from a different roster, so of course he's got to be better than anything we've got.
Way better.
Now, in this case, I kind of believe he might be better than anyone they have.
Honestly,
we'll see. Let's give him a chance. We set
believe
the
he is
bar
better.
so high as fans. Come on, give him a chance.
No, I didn't. Bo did. Bo did. I didn't.
The question is,
just fans in general.
Yeah.
So the question is, is DJ Humphries the savior for the Chiefs offense?
He can be. He really can, because everything that we nitpick in the offense, it all goes back to
fundamentals.
Patrick having the confidence in his blind side being protected, and then two, the other side too, quite frankly. But that's where it all stems from. So if in the next couple of games, Patrick can get confident with Humphries in there, or Humphries can at very least hold up most of the time and not get a bunch of penalties and, just basically be an open door, then he can certainly save it, because everything else, whether it's Worthy, being open on every play. Again, I'm being hyperbolic here, and some of these other guys,
listen,
Nuke is open a lot too. Okay, so he's got any number of choices out there to make. Right? I mean, Kelsey's going to be open. We've seen 50 Shades, when given the opportunity, catches everything in sight. So that part of the equation, I don't think is a problem. And then you got Hollywood coming back. So we got plenty of weapons. It's just Patrick's mindset with the comfortability of the blind side and that guy holding up.
Would you just say this is blindside protection, guys? Now we're playing Madden. Morris and what's the other rookie name? No, Morris not a rookie, but what's the other guy name?
Jawan Taylor.
No, not him. No, that's right tackle. I'm talking about left tackle.
What other guy? Kingsley.
There you go. Now on Madden, Nah, so here's the thing. On Madden, he's a 20. Both of them are 20 or 40 overall Madden. Now you bring DJ Humphries over here. He's a 70. He's a 74. Okay.
For the uninitiated, 20 is not good, right?
Hell no, ain't good.
Ain't no 20 on that.
So DJ Humphries is a solid 70. A solid 70. Now, compared to what the Chiefs had in the last couple games, outstanding. He's a veteran. I think I posted a little video about him. He's knowledgeable, he's physical, and he has good hands. Good hands, knowledgeable, physical, right? Physicality.
And again, that's what he was.
And that's what he was.
We have to see this.
We do, Lou, but some people in Chiefs camp says he's a stud, and I do believe he's a stud. He's a bully. He looks like a bully. He looks like a bully. But I guarantee you this: if he gets put into this offense, you're gonna see Worthy shine. Because compared to what the Chiefs had, he's night and day. Like he's so far ahead than what they had on left tackle. Right?
I'll put it like this. Yeah. Could he like the question said, could he, is he the savior? I say, like Lou said, he could be. You know what I mean? Because we are looking for a savior on offense, man. This guy can come in. If he's I think it's a red. I can't think of the name that put the quote out there that I put in the chat. Now, if he's doing all that in practice and he's looking close, anything a toenail close to Willie Worth in practice, I'll take it.
Hell no. Nah. He's not nowhere near close to Rolf. Nah, that's putting too much. I put too much in his bag. It's putting too much in the bag.
If he is he come out to be because who was he only 30? I think he's 30. He ain't even 31 yet, correct? Or 31, one of the two.
Humphries just has to be like a little bit above average.
Right.
Above average left tackle in the league.
That's it.
Middle of the pack. It's just so much better than what they've had.
Mm-hmm.
And again, as great as Patrick is, he's still human.
Mm-hmm.
You start getting hit where like 5 sacks 2 games in a row. I mean, that's ridiculous. That shouldn't happen. If you're a good team, that shouldn't be it. Right.
Yeah.
So if he can get to a point in his mind where he has that extra tick where he can see, exactly where the opening is, as far as where the receivers are running their routes, or if it's a choice route, you don't have to guess. You can kind of see, okay, I kind of know where he's going.
Yeah.
Just that extra quarter second is so huge that he can just and then let it go. So
it is
not that he has to see him open, but just have an idea of what direction the guy's going.
And also, if you look at Morris got beat right off the rip, man. It's like he didn't put hands on nobody right off the rip. He got beat, especially in the red zone. The play, but I'm talking about this particular play in the red zone. Against the Raiders, my man got beat off the rip. As soon as the ball was hiked, he got beat, right? The thing with Humphries is Humphries going to give Mahomes that time he needs. He's going to give him that time. He's going to make
if he's in practice, is he doing anything close to Willie Worth?
Why does people listen? Why do people keep talking about Willie Worth, man? He's nowhere near Willie Worth, man.
That's what they said. I'm just saying. That's what they said.
Stop saying they. We exactly know. So can we share who posted that? Because it was out there. It's in the public domain.
I got to get it. I get the quote. But again, I feel like
anyway,
go ahead.
There is a tweet out there going around that they're comparing him to a stone wall or whatever.
I think it's a guy named Henderson, like
Willie Rofe, like, and it's come on.
Yeah.
I mean, their practices, they're not going full speed. So again,
they overglazing, man.
Right,
like
because and the bottom line is that they do this. They set the bar so high so that they can come back after the game and just rip the guy to shreds if he's not even close to that.
Thank you, Lou. That's all I've been saying.
Completely unfair to the guy. Completely unfair to everybody that listens to whoever this person is.
Absolutely.
And I get it. You're trying to engage. You're trying to get people to click, and we get that. We're trying to do the same thing, but that's so hyperbolic. I mean, you put
so much pressure on him.
For this team one of the all-time best in the league history. So that's a bit much.
It's like he's the next Patrick Mahomes. He's the next Deion Sanders. It's like, no, bro, get your feet wet first. Man.
So these guys in the chats have been talking about Deontay Johnson, and with Baltimore now, he's being suspended. I don't know that they were ever in on him. I think they probably had the same inkling on him that they've had. I mean, he had issues in Pittsburgh, right? I mean, and they kind of dealt with that. I mean, it wasn't as bad because of some of the other guys that they had that were doing the same thing.
Right.
And then they got rid of him. And then Baltimore gets rid of him. So if two really high level organizations that had a need at that position get rid of you, that should say something.
But Carolina, but he did good in Carolina though. He did good in Carolina. I didn't hear no miscues in Carolina.
Not really.
But you never know. You never know. Somebody get an opportunity, and plus get an opportunity to play for a champion and play for a ring is totally different than playing for the modern organization. So I don't know, man. Maybe just the highest fight, and that's the Red Tribal guy.
There we go. Red Tribe Cinema. I mean, I love it. I loved it. I love the name of your site. I love the picture. But what is Rofe like?
Bro, like Lou, what you just said, Lou, what you just said, you have not been in a live game.
Yeah, go ahead and read a quote, Lou. Go ahead and read a quote.
All right, so this and not only just a quote, this trending. Okay, so he's already made it a trending thing. That hashtag Chiefs, the left tackle, obviously DJ Humphries, has been a human wall and a Rofe-like headache for the Chiefs pass rushers so far in practice. They can't get beyond him, guys. He is rarely allowed a pressure. Now, I don't know how many reps they're taking in practice, 100%, probably none, and is continuously pancaking defenders. They don't go that hard. If he's pancaking like, I don't know, Chris Jones and George, whatever. I think the coaches are going to grab him by the short and curlies and say, "Don't freaking do that. We're not here to hurt our pack."
He's pancaking FAU.
He's not pancaking anybody. They don't go that hard in practice. They're not allowed to.
I would not, sir, because you tell Buddy to stop it. He overly glazing. Stop about the next Willie Rofe.
I don't think he's over glazing. I think, man, maybe he is out there playing that well. Maybe he is playing that well. Maybe he is. I'll just say it. I understand.
Damn well he ain't doing that.
See, now Hense is trolling for clicks.
He is very much so. Very much so.
Maybe he is. We may not have seen these practices, but we know how hard they go, or really not how hard they go. If they're hitting, it's not even thud, right? During the season. So
I agree. Maybe.
So I would believe it if it said something like he's always in position. He's not blowing any assignment. Basic stuff, which you would hope at this stage, after a week or week and a half, that he's kind of getting it and he's almost ready to get on the field.
So Lou, if he goes out there and he get beat on the first drive, the first drive.
So then Red Tribe Cinema is going to come on and say like, well, we were mistaken. They wouldn't even say we were mistaken on that, but same source is telling us that he was an open door at practice. They had no choice but to put him in, and so
Lou, this is my thing with this. Let him earn his respect. He haven't got no respect. Let him earn it. Don't give it to him. Let him earn it.
the end of the day, every Chiefs fan, everybody hoping that he is the savior.
No, they ain't hoping they glazing. You're
the barber now, Hense.
I
Yell it
just
out.
said.
Next.
They just hoping. Now, will Kelsey and Mahomes find their groove again?
Grinch.
Will they ask? I'm asking the Grinch. Will he find their groove again?
On the top, wallow in self-pity. 4:30, share and do this. 5 o'clock, solve world hunger. Tell no one. 5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again.
Okay.
7 o'clock, that's what myself loading. I'm hooked.
Oh,
he said he turned the Grinch's mic down a bit.
He said he hooked.
He said he's booked. He said he's booked. So so maybe they are. You know, I will say Kelsey. I think they will find a groove again. I think the offense itself will find a groove again when they get this offensive line fixed. You know what I mean? So if DJ is out there scratching records, turning tables on the record table, if he's been the real DJ of the offensive line, and if this offensive line can get back, hey, I feel like they can find a groove again. I don't think they can find a groove with this offensive line because nobody can get in groove if you're under pressure like Mahomes is this year. So,
not me.
If they fix it, yes. Go ahead, Jay.
I kind of disagree with that statement, bro. I'm gonna say why. I'm gonna tell you why. Mahomes and Kelsey, that connection has nothing to do with the offensive line. They're off. They're completely off. I don't know what it is. They're off. The issue is Worthy. Now the issue is Worthy because you need time to utilize who Worthy is. It's the speed. Worthy is fast, so you want to take time to get those routes developed. Them over the top, them go routes. You know what I'm saying? Them deep post routes. Those take time. But with Kelsey, it's different. They just off. I don't know what it is. They're just off completely.
I just said what it was, man. The offensive line. Go ahead.
No, it's not the line, bro.
There's more hyperbole. More hyperbole coming from that side of the board. They're not completely off. Okay. I mean, Travis's numbers aren't quite what they've been in the past, but I wouldn't say they're completely off. Now, they've had some situations where, again, I'll just point to one play, and it's just the exact opposite of what we normally see on a Kelsey route, where the one was like right down the middle against the Raiders, Patrick's being rushed. And in most cases, that's like an easy touchdown. In this particular one, because one, I think to Hense's point, because of the offensive line and Patrick was rushed, he didn't read it the same way that Travis does, which they normally do. Because that was not, again, if you just watch that was not, I guess, the route that would have been drawn in the playbook. That was Travis kind of looking at the leverage of the defense and going his way, which 99 times out of 100 is the right way. And he and Patrick are together on that. So it's just a couple of plays here and there because he did have he had like 6 catches and 70 yards in the first half of that game. Now, he has had some games where they haven't been in connection. A lot of times that's when Noah's going off, right? Because they're trying to take Kelsey away and he has an outlet. And if the guy's open, you're going to throw him the ball. You're not going to hopefully not force it to Kelsey. So again, if history tells us anything, they're going to find it and they're going to make plays. Now, is it going to be perfect? Absolutely not. But I think they're going to make plays down the stretch in the playoffs. And if they go far in the playoffs, he will be making plays. Now, maybe not the huge numbers at the end of each game, but at least 1 or 2 big plays to extend drives or touchdowns in the red zone. So I have full faith in that connection.
Man, listen, they've been doing this shit for years, guys. I mean, come on. They be doing bad offense line, good offense line. They've been doing this for years, man. They're off. They're completely off, guys.
Stop saying completely off. Like
they're off.
Like he's not contributing.
Come on. They're off, Lou. Come on now.
In
the red zone, he overthrowing Kelsey in the red zone.
When you say completely, that makes it sound like he's a total
full season. No, what I'm saying is this, Lou. Like we got to address the elephant in the room. It's not the line.
It is not an elephant in the room. We see it. It's weird.
Come on, man. Come on. Okay. Why would Travis Kelsey frustrated then? Travis Kelce looks so frustrated.
Well, I
Like,
can't get in his head. I asked that question last show. Has anybody talked to him since then? We don't know. It could be,
man.
It could be any number of things. And I think probably the biggest thing to me, and I think Nick may have intimated this as well, is that any one of these guys, if you're a receiver, a tight end, a wide receiver, and your team isn't doing well, of course, you're going to want the ball as much as possible. I don't care if you're a rookie. I don't care if you're, a 12-year veteran or whatever. You're going to want the damn ball. And if you're not getting it, you're going to get pissed.
They've been doing this for 8 years, Lou. 8 years, man. And we never seen these two do this in 8 years, man. Never.
Right.
Never. So
when's the last time we saw this poor of offensive line play? Super Bowl against Tampa.
Against the Tampa Bay.
That's where everybody was frustrated. I mean, Patrick's running for his life just to get the ball.
Certain plays, Kelce dropped the pass, though. Like, they wasn't off.
Tyreek was that game.
Yeah, what I'm saying, see, that was catch. I'm talking about off, like the chemistry between those two. I'm not talking about the catch. I'm talking about the chemistry. It's off.
Seriously, the one that stands out to me, like I said, is the one against the Raiders. I mean, maybe there have been some others. I don't know, but usually it's more the protection breaks down more so than Patrick not seeing it right. That was the one that stuck out to me where, for 8 years, that was a touchdown. And this time it wasn't.
Definitely.
So definitely. So either way, they will find their groove. And Grinch was laughing at the debate. He sat back and who was enjoying the debate. But again, man, I feel like like I said before, I don't feel like they will find their groove again. But they that's anybody. They can't find their groove here if the offensive line is not playing that well. So can the Chiefs run the tables to lock up the number 1 seed? Do you think they can turn the tables and lock it up when they win the division this Sunday? If they take care of business and beat the Chargers and continue to win on out, I feel like they can lock it up. What you think, Lou?
Well, absolutely. I mean, they've got a game lead, so it's if they win out, obviously that's going to happen. They've got some pretty difficult games coming up, though. So, going to Cleveland this time of year is no joke. And you saw what Jameis was able to do the other night against the Broncos defense.
I love Jameson, man.
Almost 500 yards. Now, he threw his team into it, and he also threw the other team into it. So Jameis is going to throw you some passes. It's up to you to catch them.
It's 50-50 with Jameson.
So when I'm talking about the defense, so if T. Cuffs is finally going to get his first interception, it's probably going to get. But that's going to be a tough game coming up here to this weather and everything else. Same thing in Pittsburgh. They got Denver coming to Kansas City and the Chargers, and the other 3 games are on the road. They play at Houston, so no weather issues there. They're dealing with their own injuries now, a suspension with Shahir, the hit on Trevor Lawrence. So they're going to have some tough games, and they really have to offensively. I don't know how they do it, but they've got to play more efficiently, than they have the last 2 weeks, because these other teams are going to be able to score some points. And it's just, that's the concern, is just not so much whether the defense is not doing this or not doing that, or the pass rush, all this other stuff. The offense has to be a little bit more efficient, because they're really not turning it over. It's penalties and it's protection. So the answer is yes, for sure, because they can certainly beat all these teams. I mean, there's no question in my mind. But no, it's the Bills have a tough one. They play the Rams, right? And they still have to play Detroit. So they've got What
you guys think?
Honestly, I don't know, guys. I really don't know, because the way they playing, they so the wins, the last couple of wins the Chiefs didn't have. The last couple of W's has been sketchy. It hasn't been an eye opener. No, I'll take it back. It has been an eye opener. It is because the Chiefs has issues on defense. They have issues on offense. Right? Can DJ Humphries come and take care of that side? Who knows? I don't know, but it's iffy. I don't know. I don't know, honestly, because they're so inconsistent with stuff, man. It's like you said, T-Tuck, and a lot of these teams ain't scared to throw at McDuffie no more. I don't trust the other side, the CB2. I don't
Were
trust him.
teams ever really afraid to throw at McDuffie? I'm not saying that he's not a good player, but I mean, there's very few players in the league anymore that like have that in their bag where teams are afraid to throw at him.
Yeah, every team has a corner that you don't want to throw at, that you're not going to take that chance with. And McDuffie was that until sudden. They're like, well, he can be beat. Well, I'm going to throw it to him. And
every corner in the league is going to get beat. As much man to man as the Chiefs play, there's going to be weeks where it just doesn't go your way. It's just you're playing against the best athletes in the world. You're going to get beat.
No, but when
regardless of who you are.
No, Lou. What I'm saying is this: every team can get beat. I get that, but what I'm saying is we got a number one target, a number one guy. Whether you're not going to throw the ball to Champ Bailey, you're not throwing the ball to Darrell Reeves, you're not throwing the ball to these cats. And if you do, it's rare. It's rare enough to a DB of that caliber getting beat like that consistently.
Well, how many guys of that caliber in the league right now?
There's a few.
Really?
There's a few. Ooh. A caliber like playing the high level right now.
Who is as good as Champ or Revis?
Well, Patrick Surtain. You got Patrick Surtain out there. He's a top guy right now.
He might be the only one. I mean, even Sauce is having his struggles.
But he gave up 235 yards.
No. What I'm saying is this.
I'm just saying
what I'm saying is this. Surtain's not getting beat like McDuffie's getting beat. They still scared to throw at Surtain.
He got beat for 235 yards.
It wasn't him. It was just slots. I mean, don't do that. It was slots. It was other stuff.
Well, most of that came against Levi Wallace. So I'm sure
that's what I'm saying.
I'm sure the Chiefs are watching that tape too, and they're going to try to whoever's singled up on Wallace. Now again, we'll see if Riley Moss comes back, if he can do any better job. But
so all I'm saying though, Lou, is like people are not scared to throw at Kansas City no more. All I'm saying is going down the stretch.
I don't know that they ever were. My point is, I don't know that they were ever afraid to throw at any of these guys. It's just right now is they are giving up some plays, but it's not like they're giving up a ton of points.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Carolina got 27, but that's still, again, a young team that's ascending. You saw them this week against Tampa. If they would have had maybe a few more veterans on the team, they should have won that game too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they were in it, and they're kind of learned. And again, I'm not making excuses, but that was more ball in their hands. They had to have it. Patrick makes a play. They get it done.
So what I'm saying is
this past game, they only gave up 17. They only gave up 17 points in that game.
That's true. What I'm saying is
they couldn't cover Brock Bowers.
Right. What I'm saying is this: they're not scared to attack Kansas City no more. They're not scared of Chris Jones no more. They're not. These teams are not scared no more.
Well, I don't know what that means though. What
I'm saying is they're not scared to run their offense through Kansas City's defense. They're not scared. None of these teams are. They're not scared anymore. They're going to attack.
I don't know how do you quantify somebody being scared to do something?
I'm talking about the fear. Okay, Lou, what I'm trying to say is this, Lou. You know how the Chiefs defense was so dominant. Remember they were so dominant. A lot of these teams was afraid.
But they can be dominant with the other.
They're running the ball now. They're running the ball when they want to against Kansas City. That's what I'm saying, Lou. They're running the ball when they want to now.
Okay, so when you say afraid to do this or afraid to do that, I don't know
because McDuffie was the Chiefs shutdown guy, and a lot of people teams didn't throw to McDuffie's side; they were throwing to the other side. Now they're throwing at McDuffie now. So what I'm saying is they're like, we play spread now. We're not scared of this defense no more. We gotta go.
Well, I would beg to differ. They're throwing to their number one receiver, and Trent happens to be on that guy sometimes.
I don't think so. Most of them guys that scored on Trent wasn't their number one though.
Well, who's Cortland Sutton in Denver's offense? Who else? Who else beat him for a touchdown?
I think it was, I believe, number 83 Davis was the name.
Dre is not making no sense. So let's move on to the next.
I'm just stating the facts, man. I'm just stating.
Well, wait a second. Hold on. If you're going to state a fact, state a fact. You keep saying these other teams were afraid. How do you know that's
what
not
I'm saying? Lou, what I'm saying, the Chiefs ain't the Chiefs like they was. It's not the old Chiefs that put fear in the people.
Right. That's two different. That's two.
But
different
no,
things.
that's what I was trying to say to you. They're not scared of Kansas City. Now get y'all glaze these Chiefs all the time on here. Y'all do. Y'all make excuses for them. No, let's call it what it is. They're not scared of Kansas City no more down the stretch.
Okay,
It's gonna be
I
hard.
think you're using "scared" as another term, and I just
These
don't
teams
understand.
are not afraid of the Chiefs.
Dre
Well,
is.
I don't know that they ever were, Coach. I mean, the Chiefs did play really good defense for the first, I don't know how many weeks of the season. And, the last few weeks, they have been somewhat off. I think it's been more so pass rush than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that hid some of the deficiencies of the defensive backs a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's a little bit more apparent that maybe they can throw a little bit more on them. But again, I think it's more a factor of the lack of the pass rush and hitting the quarterback. They're getting hurries. They're getting some hits. They're not getting sacks, right? Yeah. So I agree with you that their run defense has kind of backed off a little bit. I think the pass rush has backed off a little bit. Now, I don't know where the issues are specifically. I'm not a big X's and O's guy, but I'm assuming that Spags and that whole defensive staff is very much aware what those deficiencies are. Mm-hmm. And we talked about this last show, but with getting a Menahu back and Uche working more in there, I think it will start to turn. But I agree with you. If you see something, go ahead and call it out. But when you say your facts, but then you're telling me they're not scared. Maybe it's just the way you're saying it. I don't get that.
Maybe this is how they'll attack the Chiefs differently.
How big is Sunday night's game for the Chargers? Is this a big game for the Chargers, or can the Chiefs just go ahead and wrap this, or the bigger game for the Chiefs? Which one you had to say?
Well, it's bigger for the Chargers, right? I mean, it should be. I mean, obviously it's a divisional game. Both teams want to win. I mean, they have to. But in terms of the playoff push, Chargers absolutely need it because they're, I think, just half a game ahead of the Broncos, and they still have to play the Broncos again. They're 8 I think the Chargers are 8-4. Denver's 8-5. So they're at number 6 and 7 in terms of the wild card or the seeding. And then I think Baltimore is just ahead of them by a tiebreaker because they have 4 losses as well. So, of course, I mean, from the Chiefs' perspective, it's not so much they have to have it or whatever. We just, and everybody in the building just wants to see them play well. And not be talking about all these little minute pieces that are causing them to not play well. You just want to see a cleaner operation. You want to see them put together more than 1 or 2 successful offensive plays in a row, where it's like they have one good play, another good play, and then it's a penalty or a sack or just a miscue here or there. And it's like, okay, they got to like hustle to make it on third down, which they've been outstanding on third down. I think they're in the top 2 in the league. But you just want to see that, kind of get that feeling where they have the other team on the ropes and they like put together like a 7 or 8 play drive where it's every play is successful, right? Or even 6 out of the 8 or 5 out of the 8. Whereas now it's just kind of like, it's just like pulling teeth, right? So cleaner operation for sure. But in terms of wins, losses, it's a bigger game for the Chargers.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It is a bigger game for the Chargers because they've been playing well. And we know Chiefs win or lose, the Chiefs still going to be there. The Chiefs damn still going to be there. I think this is a bigger game for the Chargers, though, because they have to win this game, at least build some momentum and build some more confidence, So I think it's a bigger game for the Chargers, for real. Honestly, I
say it's a bigger game for the Kansas City Chiefs because you can wrap up the division with this win. You can come to AFC West champions, and also get closer to locking up that number 1 seed. But also, as a Chargers, yes, it also can be a bigger game for, like Lou said, for both of them. Because the Chargers, they won game, but back from the Denver Broncos, and there's a lot of other teams that's trying to still get into the playoffs if they get on the losing streak. It can turn to more losses. But hey, if the Chiefs want to win and take care of business Sunday, this is the day to do it. This is the time to do it and take care of business Sunday, wrap up the division, and keep moving forward.
Yeah, the only thing I would say about the Chiefs is they'd be in the same position the following week.
Mm-hmm.
So they win and they clinch because they've got three.
The guy's name was David Moore. I'm sorry for the Carolina. His name was David Moore. Go ahead.
Okay, good call.
Okay.
David Moore. Yeah.
So let's go into should Andy Reid open up the playbook more? A lot of people said that he's holding back the playbook. A lot of fans think they're holding back the playbook, but he can't open up the play. I feel like I don't know. So what you had to say, Lou?
Hense is calling the play. He's running the play. He's our Mr. Everything, man. He's our MVP and we lose him, we're done. So I don't, this is again one of those qualitative things. Should he open up the playbook? You've seen his play sheet it's like both sides is really small. And there's a ton of plays on there. Now, do they call them all? No. Do they need to open up the playbook more? No. And I don't think so at this point, because again, I think it's more so the execution of the plays they're running. Because I think the plays that they're running can be successful, and we'll just go back to the same thing, rinse and repeat, broken record. You got to block it up, whether it's a run or a pass, because I think every play, they're able to get guys open. They just through the play call, they're able to get guys open. So I don't think that's a big issue. So again, it's execution and protect the franchise. And it seems like I'm saying the same thing over and over, a different version of it, but that's what it is. I can't, so if they start running different plays, is the protection going to be better?
Right.
So maybe it's different plays that help the protection more. Or is it, certain types of runs that they call, or a little bit more the quick passing game? Because I guess the formula right now against the Chiefs is come up and press and then rush the hell out of the passer and hope like hell the guy doesn't get beat off the first 5 yards. Because they know that the pass rush is getting there.
And they only do it before.
So I don't know if a bunch of different plays are more plays. Okay, I guess to make my point to get to the end of it is if they do change up the play calling, it's going to be to what they can run to help their deficiencies, because whether it's an extra offensive lineman, running more 13 personnel, running the ball more, as Pops gets more reacclimated, he's going to be getting the ball a hell of a lot more. That's going to help. So from that perspective, I would say yes, but just different plays that don't put that put the tackles in such conflict quickly. That's easier said than done.
Man, honestly, they've been running the same damn plays. Like you said, Lou, just protect Mahomes. Just protect Mahomes. The guys are getting open. Just protect Mahomes. They don't have to run any more plays, no exotic plays and shit. Just protect Mahomes. And y'all can see, y'all watch all 22 films. There are people wide open. You just got to protect Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's it. Simple.
That's what it comes down to, dude. Simple. Protecting Mahomes. That was the guy, the Grinch wanted me to add that one in there. But again, it's about like you said, if you can't protect them, then what the heck, man? What the heck can we do? What can we do? Now let's get into some Grinch questions. Since he's a guest on the show, do you know the Grinch? If you watch the movie, I know Mango probably still in here watching. If you watch the Grinch movie, what do the whose tree trim Christmas tree with?
Yeah, this is definitely a Chief Who, right?
Yeah.
We did not get the update before the show, so I have not seen the Grinch in some time, at least a year, maybe longer. I'm gonna say, I don't know, gifts. I don't know.
Yeah, Drake.
Whatever they got in the house. That's a hell of a question, though. That's a hell of a question. I'm like, I don't know. Shit, wherever they got in the house, they throw it up there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It was everything in the house, but they what the question was, you know, means what I feel like. I think it was like a
Wait, we
two.
don't have the right answer.
I had the right answer.
Okay.
I had the right answer. I was giving away people, you know, in the chat.
Yeah, I don't think they're really feeling it right now yet. We got to get into this a little bit more. Let's get about 12 questions deep.
12 questions.
Ruben, you funny. You damn right. You got damn right, man. I've been called a Grinch in my day.
All right, that's good. All right, everybody should know. Everybody should know this one. Then, how long has the Grinch hated Christmas?
Since he rolled out of the womb.
Bingo.
I'd say 53 years. I think that was the answer. 53 years.
Okay.
So Lou got it right. So since he's been born,
even as old as I am older than the Grinch.
Yeah.
I proudly.
It's all love, Ruben. It's all love, my guy.
53 years. He's been hating Christmas, and he's been
as long as I've been a Chiefs fan, he's hated Christmas. Okay.
Aren't gonna cuff me? Put me in a chokehold? Blind me with pepper spray?
He said, "Hey, he been hating with all that. You know, he been hating all his life." So
honestly, though, I think the Grinch cartoon. No disrespect to Jim Carrey, man, but the cartoon was always the classic for me, man. The cartoon was always the one.
Cartoon was a classic, but the Jim Carrey was the best one.
Hey, Scrooge, you think what you mean? No, he was not. No, he was not. It was a cartoon. It was a cartoon, man.
Hey, so what is the Grinch dog's name? Anybody know?
God damn, man, what the hell?
Astro. Oh, that was the Jetsons dog.
Damn, I thought you had
Jetsons dog was Astro.
Your boy, cowboy.
Not Spot. Was it Spot?
Nope. Dre.
Hold on. I'm thinking now. Hold on.
Anybody in the chat have it was
Ruben says
Samson. No, it was Max.
Max, nice, yeah.
So Max was the great.
Hey, the real question is how strong was Max though? Because to haul him and the gifts,
pound for pound, the strongest dog you'll ever see.
Pound for pound, guys. Can you put some love on Max? Pound for pound. I don't know what. I don't know.
So was Max 3000? Was he actually Max 3000 for back in the day, or was he Max? For the movie Max 3000? Maybe he was, but his name was Max. That was his name. So
he went up that big ass hill. He went up that big ass hill, bro. And he was so little, man.
That was a huge bag.
I'm trying to tell you.
How many sizes did a Grinch heart grow that day? Who knows that one?
12.
Drake.
I go 15.
And he's correct. I think it was 15. Yeah, 15.
Wow.
15.
All right.
So he was loving everybody. Oh no, Ruben said 4.
So Coach, collect your prize at the end of the show.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The noise.
I was joking with Dre. The correct answer was close to 4, but it was 3. 3 inches that day.
I'm not liking this DJ. I'm not liking the offense coordinator of the show today.
Yeah, I don't know. He let it go to his head.
Man,
he's in the back of the playbook.
That boy lied to me. Told me I wanted them guys. They're gonna say
he's in the back of the playbook, just pulling stuff out.
Hey, Christmas get close. Like Banco says, 31 days, or he said, 31. I don't think it's 31 days.
Ain't no damn 31 days, man, bro.
He said it on in the chat here earlier. But hey, we got Christmas coming up. We're gonna be counting down on the show pretty soon. But let's go and get into our sponsors before we get up out of here.
Here he comes again, folks. The wild and wacky sponsor of Chief Who. That's your guy. That's our guy, Eric Haynes of the Eric Haynes Group. Again, if you're looking to buy, sell, rent in the Kansas City area, and really anywhere in the United States, maybe the world, I don't know. Eric Haynes has tentacles everywhere. He's kind of like TMZ Todd, except in real estate. Still don't know if he sold Aaron Rodgers' house in Green Bay yet, but I'm best be sure he's working on it. So if you have any needs, give Eric a call at 816-729-3785 or email him at esellskc@gmail.com.
Proud sponsor of Derek Noddy.
That's right. Derek Noddy this week, folks. Got that interception against who was it? Phillip Rivers. Yeah, Phillip Rivers. Come on. Next is the lovely and talented Emily Athan. Everything you want or need to know about health insurance, she is your gal. You can reach her for a quote at 913-215-9086. As Nick has mentioned several times, that open enrollment is going on right now till December 15th. So you got plenty of time, but don't wait too long. Give her a call. Again, it's Emily Athan at 913-215-9086.
Emily.
Let's our newest sponsor. Let's roll it.
Get the best deals on new and used electronics at Resell Electronics. TVs, laptops, Apple Watches, cameras, cell phones, plus so much more. And if you're into gaming, we carry new gen as well as vintage consoles. Resell Electronics in Independence.
That's right, folks. Resell Electronics. They're our latest and greatest sponsor here. You can see their phone number there, 816-886-7285. They got quite the selection. You can go to their website to see what's up, but just rest assured, every electronics need you could possibly have, they can help you out, whether you're buying or selling. That's Resell Electronics with a C.
Resell
Electronics.
So, I want to thank everybody for joining in. Thank you for the special guest. Let me see on this side.
The Grinch from a I don't know, not toddler. I think he was in school then. So from school age to fully grown ass Grinch, green as green could be. Look at him in the Santa suit. Just amazing. I don't, again, you guys might favor Nick. I don't know. The Grinch looks like he did a good job today.
He did.
He did a good job today. But thank you everybody for joining in. We're going to have Factor Cap on Friday. We're going to be previewing the game for the Chiefs versus Chargers Sunday night. Also, we're going to have the Cube top 6 teams. Also, we'll have Nick back in the building. Tell us, how much he missed us. I think he out there doing Christmas shopping, or he's saying he's probably 6-1-2, or he's going down Chandler. He's taking stuff from people that, collectibles from people, being the Grinch. So with that said, guys,
he's a mean one.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing the show.
All right, guys,
make sure you subscribe if you haven't by now. Peace.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll see you Friday.